Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Workplace Ninja Summit podcast. This is the Gold Sponsor Introductions, and I'm Frans Oudendorp, and alongside Harjit, we are your Ninja reporters. Isn't
Hello,
it?
hello.
And today, we are thrilled to introduce one of our distinguished gold sponsors for the summit, GlueckKanja. GlueckKanja is a leader in cloud transformation, cybersecurity, helping organizations enhance their digital infrastructure and security posture. That's a small introduction, Chris, of GlueckKanja, but there's even more, I guess. So, what is GlueckKanja for a company?
Well, it sounded already perfect what you said. So yes, we are a cloud service provider, and we do since I don't know 20 plus years all these Microsoft infrastructure things. But in addition, we are since several years also an ISV, and we do have some companion products in the Microsoft 365 world, especially about Intune and security and certificates and stuff like that. And happy to talk about.
Yeah. I use that quite often, so I know it a bit, and looking forward to have you also on the summit. So you're joining us as a gold sponsor in Lucerne.
Yes.
What excites you about the upcoming Ninja Summit event in Lucerne?
Well, let's be honest. I think the Ninja Summit is, at least in Europe, the most important event for endpoint security identity. And I think it's even worldwide one of the most important events. And by the way, it's a lot of fun to be there. So seeing the community, seeing all these people, seeing it growing every year. So yeah, I'm really happy to join, really happy to sponsor. And I think visiting Switzerland and seeing all these people is just great. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So someone like me, I'll be honest. I never heard of your company before, and I had a because I'm based in the U.S., right? But I was also struggling with pronouncing the name GlueckKanja, which is I think when we talked offline, once you say it a couple of times, it just sticks. How did that name come about for your company?
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious there is an Harald Glück and an Chris Kanja, and that's why the name is taking both parts to be Glück and Kanja. And when we started, we had a small company where we had to have the names in the name of the company, and that's where Glück and Kanja started with. But when we grew with time and focused on things like security, we found out that if you see all these companies called Seku whatever, Seku I don't know, Seku the third version, and so on and so on, you can't really remember who is who.
Differentiate. Yeah.
But I promise to you, and I visit Microsoft US so many times and Israel. When people there once got Glück and Kanja
Mhm.
somehow pronounced, they will
Yeah.
never forget. And
Yeah.
that's why we stayed with the name, and we really love to have it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually really easy. It's really easy once you get it once or twice. Yeah. No, it's good.
Somehow.
It's good history, and I think it's interesting. You mentioned about having to include the name and a
Yes.
person's name and stuff. I think in some Asian countries, they have similar rules, and so
And I'm sure it could be quite complex for us to pronounce these names.
yeah.
Definitely. You're already telling us, Chris, about consulting stuff, but also ISV, delivering stuff, delivering tools that are helping
Mhm.
companies in the normal work that they do. If you're looking at the event, are there specific things that you bring you with you, like the software that you deliver, or is it for hiring people or getting extra
Mhm.
people within the company? What is the reason for you to join the summit on that? Is that only for the software that you deliver or for other things? Why?
Yeah.
Good question.
I mean, all of that. So yes, we love to join the Ninja Summit. First of all, because to make it happen and to have people with knowledge there. So I don't know. I think we have 6 or 7 speaking slots. We have about 8 MVPs in the company, and they talk like Ugor about Intune and Mac, which is a very special topic.
Yeah.
Also, Thomas with all these things like zero trust and identity and security. Fabian Bader, Chris Brum. So a lot of people talking at the event, but we also have the booth there, and we have we really love to get into discussions, especially about our products. But also, like you said, we are hiring. So we are hiring in Germany, in Austria, in Switzerland, and I think it's a good place to be there.
Perfect. That's a great opportunity, actually. You got, the cream of the crop really is going to be
Yes,
showing up at
really.
this
Yeah.
event. It's what a better, opportunity. So you have a booth, and are you bringing any swag? Because IT pros love swag.
It's the most important question in all these kind of recordings that we are doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. You will bookmark this one, I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, well, you have to have T-shirts, no question. So yes, we have T-shirts, and we have T-shirts with our product logos, but I think they're quite good designed, and I think people will like them. We also have some stuff around like coffee cups, which are really also great designed, and some very cool postcards. But I think most important for the whole time, we have these sweets there. So if you need chocolate, if you need some nuts, stuff like that, it's at our booth where you always can find these things.
Can't go wrong with chocolates.
So
Absolutely, that's just an important thing to have. Yeah.
I
Great.
think Ariette, we need to build our table with all the sweets that all the participants are delivering. So I think we will have a fun time over there.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
yes. Oh my God, yeah. So,
Um,
apart from the sessions, apart from some of the conversations you're going to have, the recruiting and promoting your company and your solutions and stuff, what's like a takeaway that you would like attendees from your presence and your company's presence there to have?
Yeah. I mean, I think I have to add some more words about the product thing first. I mean, Franz, you already said. I think you know Scapman. You may know Radius as a Service. I think these are quite successful products in the Microsoft ecosystem, and we always see ourselves as a company providing companions to the Microsoft world. So we do not try to do something Microsoft does. We try to fill gaps. Sometimes, sooner or later, Microsoft does these things, but in a lot of cases, there are still a lot of gaps in there. So we are quite happy to have our products and still extend the features of our products. So
Hmm.
yes, we will do a lot about Scapman, about Radius as a Service, and also Ramjoin and Connect. So if you are interested in these products, happy to have conversations at the booth. And um, in the end, we use our products by ourselves, because what we do, we started with consulting several years ago, but today we are a quite successful managed service provider. And being a managed service provider, you have to get Microsoft things to work. And
Yeah.
sometimes, as I said, there are gaps, and our products are really also for our own managed services world. And one of the things, and that's about the outcome of the event, I think, which is always in a lot of minds already, is about automation. So we think that automate will be the most important thing for the next years to get to achieve the level of quality you want to have in these environments, especially if you're a managed service provider, but also if you're just having an enterprise architecture or just a mid-sized company.
Hmm.
You can only achieve the quality level if you automate. And automate, for us, it is infrastructure as code. So what we think makes the most sense is to use infrastructure as code. So having your configuration in Git, in files, so you can read it, you know the delta, you know what happens, you see the commits, you get these things run into staging, and in the end, it ends in production. And last year at Workplace Ninja, we got a very, very, very early preview of what we call the Terraform provider for Microsoft 365. And we used the September Workplace Ninja 2024 to have a kind of a launch party. So we will release the Terraform provider for Microsoft 365 at Workplace Ninja. And we are sure we get something for the community, like having a community edition, having some kind of free stuff at the event itself. And as I said, as an outcome, we think that this automation is one of the most important factors to doing it right. And for the people coming to Workplace Ninja, I hope all of them in the end know there is a way to do it with Terraform, and it's GlueckKanja providing it. And by the way, there's one more thing which I think everybody should have in mind. And I know that this is something the Workplace Ninja community is a little bit of, let's say, polarized, but it's going in the right direction, and that is forget hybrid. So I remember the early days in Workplace Ninja where all these sorry guys, config manager people were there, and Intune isn't blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I think last year we really saw a big drive into doing it right, doing it cloud native, forget the most problematic security vector, which is Active Directory, and get rid of it. And it's tough. And we are working on that for years with our customers. And I think this year it will be even more to see what is possible with cloud native. Yeah. And we hope we can help you.
Chris, this is an amazing explanation. Like, you literally went from end to end coverage here. And, you know, the AD hybrid thing that you just mentioned, it's hard from a mindset perspective. It's you know, it's like trying to change people's mindsets and say, you know what, there's some better things out there, better ways of doing it, more modern. You know, let's go.
It is.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fantastic explanation.
And I really look forward to this, because this I talked already with some of the guys of the company about this, and I think this can make a big impact also in the work that I do. So helping customers doing it automatically from an infra as code perspective, definitely. So if you are joining us in Lucerne, you definitely need to visit that booth and get that information. And not only, Chris, you mentioned Scapman and Radius as a service, but you have more to deliver.
Yes.
Realm join what is an extension of Companion app on Intune, and I think that one is a bit underlighted, and hopefully we can get that up and running as well. So thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining. Harjit.
Thanks to have me in your podcast. I'm happy to see you live. I think in 8 weeks or so. So yeah.
No, not that long. For me, it's the next coming weeks are a bit of holiday. So hopefully, we can give a bit of a rest, and then making some fun in return.
You lucky guys in Europe.
We do, definitely. Yeah. So
I'm excited. My last words that I'm really excited to hear from Chris and what the company does, and I'm excited to check it out, and yeah, it's great. So
definitely. Thank you for tuning in today for today's episode of the Workplace Ninja Summit sponsor introduction. We had a fantastic conversation with Chris from GlueckKanja, as you heard it. We hope you found today's insights as fascinating as we did. I did it. And we're looking forward to what GlueckKanja has in store for the summit. No, Chris told us a bit. Maybe there's more, but there are sweets. Be sure to visit their booth at the event for more information. And stay tuned for more episodes featuring our amazing sponsors. I say, until next time.
Cheers.
Thanks.